Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to my channel. I break down comics, weekly comics that come out. I collect mostly DC. I buy some Marvel here and there, but I'm mainly a DC comic book collector. But I love the medium. I love comics. I love Marvel. I love DC. I love the independence. Um, I love the technical aspects of comics, the artists. I follow a lot of artists. I follow a lot of writers also. Um, this particular book attracted me. It's called Danger Street. I think it's a 12 issue series. This is the number 8 issue by Tom King and Jorge Fornes, color by Dave Stewart. Very good, you know, very qualified prose. Tom King is pretty popular nowadays. He wrote Batman. He wrote Mr. Miracle, the miniseries, Adam Strange, Rorschach, Heroes in Crisis. He's the one responsible basically for killing Alfred in the Batman book. So he's kind of a controversial writer. He is talented. I recognize that he is a talented writer, but it's a mixed bag of good and bad what he does. He likes to grab well-established characters. From what I've seen, that's his mode operandi. He likes to grab well-established characters, break them down, and make them pretty dysfunctional. So he's kind of a puzzle. I'm not sure if he's a fan of these characters, or he used to be a fan and now he hates them, and he's been given free reign by DC Comics to write them and make them dysfunctional, idiotic men. Um, an example would be Adam Strange. Read that book. The Human Target. Um, I don't know. It's weird what he's done. Heroes in Crisis wasn't received too well. He got to play with major characters there: the Flash, Superman, Batman, Booster Girl, Blue Beetle, Harley Quinn, and that series was just a mess. So this is Danger Street. Danger Street. I like the art in it. I'm a fan of Jorge Fornes. I like his smooth, clear style that he has. Um, this cover is an example. It's a pretty good cover. I don't know if he did it. I'm not sure. I think he did. Maybe he didn't. Let's see. Variant cover artist is Mike Grell. So I think Mike Grell did this cover. Mike Grell, coincidentally, he's the creator of The Warlord. I like this series at the beginning. Initially, I started buying it because I saw it had characters that I liked. The Warlord, Manhunter, the Creeper, the Blue Skin Starman, Dr. Fate, a lot of cool DC characters. But this book is not about them. He's just using, from what I've gathered so far, he's using these characters. He's playing with them just to, I don't know, make him. He doesn't make them look too regal or too heroic. Let's say he's making all these characters very flawed, and basically the main characters in this book are a bunch of kids and a female cop, and they're not that interesting, let me tell you. But as you can see, this is the 8th issue. I plan to complete the miniseries, buy all the books, see where it goes. I'm hopeful, but I'm not. I'm not that optimistic because so far, he hasn't done a good job of writing these characters. Um, let's start with this issue. Dr. Fate, at least his helmet, who is basically Nabu, if we are continuing with what is canon, he's the narrator. And he's not such a good narrator because he doesn't actually name the characters. For example, the female cop in this book, he calls her Lady Cop. He calls another character a monster. He calls the kids. He has, quirky nicknames for what I see are the main characters. And Warlord, the Creeper, and all these characters, uh, they're like supporting characters. They're not the main characters. And yeah, this girl, Jack Ryder, aka the Creeper, he goes on a date with this girl. They decide to have dinner, I'm guessing. And typical with what in typical fashion of today's comics, women cannot, for some reason, like or admire men, or be attracted to them for that matter. And this is no obsession. Lady Cop, as the narrator calls her, I'm not sure what her motivations are. She goes out with Jack Ryder. At first, it seemed like she liked him, but as I read this issue, she has like ulterior motives of some kind. I'm not sure. She keeps telling Jack that it's not a date. It's not a date. It's not a date. She repeats it several times, and Jack basically ignores that claim, and in his inner thoughts, it is a date, from what I gather. So let's continue. We move on. The kids I mentioned, some of them are jailed and they're trying to break out of jail. And these kids are very annoying characters to me. They're foul mouthed. I'm not sure if they're noble, if they're good guys or bad guys. They act like little assholes, to be honest. They disrespect this cop over here. They condescend them. They make fun of him. And the guy is kind of simple-minded, and he's trying to help them, but they're not having it because for some reason Tom King doesn't want leading white men to be in charge, to be smart, or to take care of problems efficiently. They're actually fuck-ups. Danger Street is about superhero fuck-ups, and he has been given permission by DC Comics to use these superheroes like Warlord and the Creeper and make them kind of idiots, losers. They're written like losers, which is very annoying. So this cop, there's something going on in the building, something noisy, the building trembles, somebody broke into the building. He goes to investigate and to see what's going on. So yeah, he moves, he goes. These are the main characters. He goes to look for a kid they call non-fat. For some reason, that's his nickname. Non-fat. He's rushing. When he gets there, non-fat is not there. Somebody took him. They broke into the jail. This cop, he doesn't actually curse. He goes, "Ah, fudge." Instead of saying "ah, fuck," he says "ah, fudge," which I don't get it. I don't know why. And then, he keeps investigating. He's going around trying to see what's going on. He sees another hole in another cell, and he finally curses. Only they don't spell it, and he calls them dingbats. I'm not sure what dingbats are. The lady cop mentioned them. Then there's this other character, the one that Dr. Fate calls a monster, and he kind of gives a backstory of himself, and I don't know. It's just this book is very confusing. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what the point of it is. Um, Again, the art is pretty good though. Fornes does a great job of moving the story along, making the characters weird enough to keep your attention, you know. And this monster-looking guys, mutants or whatever they are, they trapped the Manhunter. Manhunter is the vigilante. He was pretty famous in the 70s or the 80s, I believe. And yeah, Tom King likes to use obscure characters this way, you know, and he breaks them down and he makes them pretty dysfunctional. I forget the name of this vigilante, but this vigilante, he's also pretty, he's efficient at times, but in this particular issue, we show that he's under orders by this guy, or this kid. I'm not sure what this guy's motives are, but you know, he orders, "Yo, code name assassin, get this open," you know, and I guess you know the vigilante. He's a servant of his. I'm not sure if this is a kid or he's a grown up that looks like a kid. I'm not clear on that yet. Again, this is the eighth issue, and I'm not sure what is going on. I'm not sure. I mean, it's Tom King likes to be weird, and yeah. So this guy wants to use this diamond arm for some reason. Um, so yeah, let's move along. There you go. Blue Skin Starman, he's sick. Warlord's worried about him. Uh, you know, Starman faints. He was just in a battle in the previous issue, and there's a weird relationship between these two. It's kind of like a gay relationship, only it's not. The writer kind of like um, doesn't want to right out say it, or maybe they're just really good friends, I guess. And but it's kind of a weird relationship. It's a and I don't know why Warlord is not in Skartaris, where his home is at, where he's the ruler. It's and Warlord looks so ordinary. Warlord is supposed to be like a Conan type of character, very leader type, a warrior. Um, he used to have his own book, several ongoings that he had in the past. Again, these are at this point in time, they're obscure characters. And Tom King is just doing whatever he wants with them. And the Warlord here, he's trying to rescue Starman, and apparently these kids are the only solution. They are the only ones that can help him, and they kind of make fun of him. There's a little bit of reflection on this panel where Warlord feels helpless and stupid, and I guess because that's the trend. These superheroes are helpless and stupid nowadays, and they can't solve problems. He reflects, and I was king of Skartaris. Armies begged for mercy before me, and maidens clawed for my attention. I was a god, but with a sword and a pistol. And this kid, he doesn't give a fuck what he just said, and he goes, "Hey, do you like grapes?" For some fucking reason, he asked him that, and I got some for the ride. I didn't eat all of them yet. We could share if you want. So in other words, it's a condescending type of act. Like I don't, you're rambling, and I don't give a fuck what you just said. So he basically interrupted the Warlord's train of thought, and the Warlord, like an idiot, he's like, "Oh, what? What kind of grapes?" "The red ones. I don't like the ones that are purple because they're squishy." A wonderful mastery of dialogue here. Yeah, okay. Red's good. So yeah, the warlord's okay. He was just feeling sorry for himself a second ago, but the grape uh, debate broke that thought, And we go back to the date between the lady cop and Jack Ryder. The lady cop, very apparent. It's a very boring conversation, and she um, sneakily makes Jack Ryder start drinking. She wants to get him drunk for some reason, to make him look like an asshole, like a fool, like an idiot. I'm not sure what her motivations are. If she likes the guy, why is she there? And she keeps saying it's not a date, by the way. And Jack Ryder keeps thinking it is a date. So yeah, you know where this is going. There's a little bit of a flashback with this girl's talking about her past. Um, so I'm not sure if this girl is a scary cat, like a helpless maiden in some panels, and then she's a badass in others. She's very annoying, especially in this issue. In the past issue, she wasn't as annoying. She is, and she keeps pouring, and she keeps getting Jack drunk, as you can see. And Jack keeps rambling and ranting, and he keeps drinking like an idiot. Like, this is Jack Ryder, aka the Creeper. He's been fighting crime for a long time. He has fought alongside the Justice League. He has teamed up with Batman before. He's teamed up with Superman before, I believe, and many other superheroes. So he's an accomplished crime fighter. This guy is, and he's not only is he a superhero, but he's also a very accomplished TV figure, like kind of a reporter type presenter on TV. He's famous. He's popular. He's kind of creepy. That's his personality, but he has good intentions. He fights bad guys. That's his gist. And the Creeper. He was created by Steve Ditko, the same guy that created Spider-Man alongside Stan Lee. And he keeps drinking like an idiot. He doesn't realize this woman wants to get him drunk. And the story continues. There's another flashback. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah. There's more narration by Dr. Fate. Again, this story is very confusing, and but I'm tagging along. I'm staying with it. I'm gonna see it through. Yeah. More flashbacks. Something happened to this girl. Yeah. And there he is, Dr. Fate. There we go. We continue on the date between Lady Cop and the Creeper. The Creeper, Jack Ryder, is now drunk, and he's ranting, he's rambling, and he's saying a lot of stupid shit. And this girl, she's smooth, she's smarter than he is, and she's getting things out of him. Very clear, very clear. And he keeps pouring, since when is Jack Ryder an alcoholic and can control himself, and he cannot see that, are you gonna tell me that this, this crime fighter with a lot of experience can't tell that this girl just tricked him into getting drunk? And then, look at this panel over here. There it is. I'm a superhero, he goes. And, he spilled a drink. In very, little time, he got really drunk. And we continue with the vigilante type guy, and he's somewhere trying to do something with this diamond arm. I'm not sure what's going on. This is, I'm gonna have to give it another read, because I'm not clear what's going on with this character yet. His motivation, again, this story is very confusing. Let's move on. We go back to Starman and Warlord. Starman's at the hospital. Warlord's there. He's helpless. And this kid, he's in control. This kid he has it put together. This kid, um, you know, he's a lot more. He sounds a lot smarter, a lot more cool and collected than the Warlord does. It's a trend, like I said at the beginning, these superheroes, they're very stupid, they're very helpless, they need help from ordinary people now. It used to be is the other way around now. These superheroes don't have the answers now. They're very dysfunctional, and they're not the smartest guys. Here we go. And this all happened because these two, they accidentally kid. They by accident they killed a kid. From this kid's gang, and it's a weird tale. Let me tell you, weird tale. We go back to the monster type guys. I'm not sure what this guy wants to do. They still have the Manhunter trap. Manhunter is a badass. He's supposed to be a guy that when he goes after you, he catches you and he kills you if he has to. So he's also a vigilante, and but over here he's trapped, and we're almost at the end of the issue, and he's still in the same. He's still, there's a lot of talking heads. This is Tom King for you. This is what he does. His stories are prolonged and elongated, and they don't go anywhere sometimes. And here we go. Keep going, and the date between Lady Cup and Jack Ryder is over. Jack Ryder is drunk out of his ass, and Jack Ryder, in a surprising move for some, just because he's drunk, he just decided to reveal his secret identity as the Creeper to this girl, and he, lo and behold, he transforms, and he tells her, "Look, the Creeper," and she's like, "What?" And for some reason, that reveal makes her attack him, and she punches him, and she knocks him out. Wonder Woman here, because I would think that it would take somebody as powerful as Wonder Woman to knock out the Creeper. Let me give you a little background of the Creeper. The Creeper is a superhero with super strength, super agility. He has a healing factor, a very wild healing factor. He fought the Deathstroke, the Terminator ones. Deathstroke shot him, and he survived. He shot him holes into his body, and he survived. He's fought demons before. He has teamed up with Batman. He has fought alongside the Justice League, and this ordinary 135-pound girl knocked him out. Yes, that's the trend in comic books now. There you go. And I think that's basically, we get to the end of the story, and yeah, something's going on. The Manhunter's being manipulated. Lady Cop is in charge. The Creeper has been throughoutly humiliated in this issue. I bought this book mainly for the Creeper, mainly because I'm a big fan of his. And at the beginning issues, he kicked ass. But in this issue, it was just a mess. The Warlord is a helpless, old-looking guy. Starman is helpless, and that's it. That's the end of the story, and I'm still not sure where Danger Street is going. That's it. So that's my review of this comic book. Again, I do want to say that the art is good. I think Jorge Fornes is dishing out great art. Dave Stewart is a very accomplished colorist, and yeah, I like the setup a lot. I like that the art. The art is keeping me interested. That it does. But the story is confusing. It is, um, you know, it's kind of it's a very very puzzling story. I'm not sure where it's going yet, and the main characters are the lady cop and those kids, and they are not very interesting, noble, and I'm not sure why I should care for them because they're very condescending um, people. They're not particularly kind or interesting enough to follow. I'm following them because the warlords there, Starman's there, the creepers there. That's why Orion from the New Gods is also in the story. Dr. Fate, but you know Tom King likes to mix up very human, ordinary people. So that's it. That's my review. Thanks, guys, for listening to my rambling and my breakdown of this comic book. Um, Till next time, thank you. If you like my content, please follow, please subscribe, give me some comments. If you can give me some more clarity on this story, go ahead, please tell me, because I'm not perfect. Sometimes I miss details, especially when the characters are not that interesting to me. But I'm sticking, as you can see, I'm sticking with the story. This is the 8th issue. I think it's a 12-issue story, so I want to see where it goes. Um, Thank you, and please check out also my short stories, my short videos where because I'm someone or an artist myself, and I like to draw and I like to show my sketches and stuff. And please subscribe to my channel. Again, this is Danger Street issue number 8. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.